Hello, hello. I am back with a non-speed run. Because I didn't know what else to do with my evening. I'm gonna give this a few, actually. Let me post this in chat. Looking for ideas for names and or classes. So I get 4 characters. Anyone wants to choose a name or a class. One or the other. I will take the first suggestions. Northrex, hello. Thank you for the GLHF. I did not know what else to do with my evening. So here I am. So we're going to look at the classes here. Warrior, Thief, Monk, Red Mage, White Mage, Black Mage. This is what we got. Northrex wants to be a fighter. Well, you can choose either a name or a class. So do you want me to have a Northrex, or do you want me to have a fighter? Let's face it, I'm going to have a fighter. I'll give you both. The first character is going to be named Hack, though. So whatever the first character is. But character 2, we'll make character 2 Northrex. You can be a warrior. I don't know what I want to be yet. But for a name, I want to be Hack. Monk's a possibility. Red Mage is always good. Black Mage. I think I'll be... I don't know. Hello, Evil Ash. You cannot be a Geomancer. This game does not have Geomancers. I don't know what I'll be at. I'll see what else is chosen and what's left. But I can have an Ash. But these are your job to choose from. I said one or the other, but I don't know how long I want to wait for people to show up, so I'll let you choose both. What class do you want to be? Ash the Red Mage, alright. I might end up being a White Mage. I don't know. White Mage or Black Mage is probably most likely for me. We'll see what else. See if anybody else shows up and wants to pick a class. Yeah, DQ threw is a disaster earlier, so I got some chicken Alfredo. Had a small glass of bourbon. Now I'm having a bigger glass of bourbon. Because I kind of feel like I want that today. Today was a very annoying day. Part of it's just me being miserable. But people at work were being annoying, and kind of been looking at cars and like The car buying process is the most frustrating thing in existence. Time for Anatolo or Error to crash the party. I mean, if no one shows up, come on. We could have a Fenrag. Oops. And nobody wants a Fenrag. This is kind of like the classic FF1 party here. Warrior, Red Mage, Black Mage, White Mage. Thanks, Northrex. I don't know how far I'm going to get tonight. We'll see. I know this game reasonably okay, but I don't know this version of the game and might end up being a couple hours of grinding. Alright, I think this is what we're going with. It's done. This is what we got. The world lies shrouded in darkness. Some new intro here. Maybe this is on GBA or PSP, but certainly not NES. The winds die. The seas rage. It was either this or the Earth decays. Or I almost did a DQ1 SSC run, but that would have been a disaster, and that probably would have just made me mad, so... But the people believe in a prophecy, patiently awaiting its fulfillment. When darkness veils the world, 4 warriors of light shall come. After a long journey, 4 young travelers did at last appear. And in the hand of each was clutched a crystal. And here we are. Figure out what we want to buy first. Let's also not have the white mage in front. Let's start with magic. Magic's up here, right? Let's try white magic. Cure, of course. Dia, of course. Protect is going to be good. Blink is also good. I don't know, Blink might be better than Protect. But I don't know that I want either of them yet. Let's just put Cure on the red mage for now. Let's see what we get for weapons. Oh, these things are like super cheap. Wow. Let's grab a rapier and a hammer. Ash can keep the knife for now. It's not really gonna matter. Free game. Yep. Sure. Buy 2 chainmail. How much money do I have? 54. I can buy 1 more spell. Actually, can you save in town or on the overworld in this version? I gotta talk to the king. Hey look, we carry crystals. It's just as Lucan's prophecy foretold. When darkness veils the world, 4 warriors of light shall come. Your Majesty, we cannot be certain that these are the warriors foretold by the prophecy. Yet they stand before us with these crystals. The crystals. I cannot dismiss this as mere coincidence. Crystal bearers, there is a task I would ask of you. Will you rescue my daughter, Sarah? Garland, a knight once in His Majesty's service, has abducted Princess Sarah. I ask for your aid in the name of His Majesty, the King of Cornelia. Garland has taken refuge in the Chaos Shrine, which lies to our north. Oops. Well, apparently the D-pad goes through text. Yeah. I'm gonna rescue Sarah from from Garland, this old knight. And, that is what it said, right? It did say Sarah. I didn't completely misread that, I don't think. I haven't had that much to drink. I was gonna see if I could save on the overworld before I spent my money. Alright, we're gonna overwrite my other save. I had started this when it first came out. I didn't get super far. Maybe through like the Marsh Cave. And we'll just wipe that out. Ambushed. Great. First fight of the game is an ambush. Am I playing DQ3 again and I just don't know it? They're all targeting the backline mage. How's the volume balance here? Combat felt a little loud. So I'm tempted to turn it down slightly. But I don't know if that's just my volume. Definitely not loud. Okay. Should I turn it up? The opposite. Okay. Turn my speakers down here. And, I don't know. Let's see if that's any better. Just let me know. I've also been playing around with microphone settings lately, so that's also a thing. Surprise, surprise. Alright, so physical attacks seem to retarget. That's new. But yeah, I got something I've been wanting to get for a while, which is a channel strip plugin. So one VST that does like EQ and compression and all that junk. And replaced all of my... I was using basically the Reaper plugins for all that stuff. And I replaced it all with this channel strip plugin. But I haven't done a ton of tweaking yet. Let's go to level 3 before we go on to Garland. And I've wanted a channel strip plugin for music also, not just for OBS. Yeah, there's a fair bit of compression on here. I'm not very good with, like, staying at the same spot for my mic. So, I don't know, I think I've got like a 3.5 ratio. Double check my settings here. No, 3 ratio. 3 ratio, 5 dB of makeup gain, threshold of -20. So the compressor's like being engaged almost all the time, but not super heavily. I don't know. I think a little bit of compression sounds fine. Do you think it's bad? Do you think I should try to tone it down, or do you think it's just okay? Because, like, this isn't really much more than I normally do. I think I'm normally at 2.5 ratio, and I'm at 3 right now. And the threshold's maybe 2 dB lower. I mean, it's not much different. But it's a different, like the EQ setting and there's like some preamp stuff going on too, so it's not just the compressor. Alright, that's fair. I looked back, I used this earlier today when I played DQ3, and I looked back at that VOD, and I thought it sounded fine. But you can hear things. I mean, but does it sound good? Like, hearing it is fine, as long as it doesn't sound bad. This Black Mage is awful. This is what I get for naming him Fendrag. He's gained 1 HP at level 2 and at level 3. Not bad? Okay, good enough for me. Part of it stems from, like, I've used OBS for a while for, you should just go fight Garland. Pull up an old VOD. Don't use, like, my most recent couple, because I've been screwing with settings even before this. Like, if you go back, like, 3 or 4 streams, like, maybe one of my DQ4 streams or something, that was, like, my normal settings. But I use OBS for all my audio processing, even when I'm doing, like, Discord. I have it route my OBS into a virtual audio cable, which goes into Discord, as I mentioned to you before. And, like, I don't know, the last couple times I've done that, I just kept getting complaints that I was quiet. And so that's why I cranked up the compression a little bit more than what it was before, is just to try to smooth that out. One thing that you'll probably find is, like, right now it's probably a little warmer than what my settings normally are. And that's, I guess, a little intentional. I want to get one more level in, and then we'll go on to fight Garland. We could easily fight him now, but... It's FF1. You gotta grind in FF1. I say that. This actually sucks. We're just gonna go fight Garland. I'll just end and save first. Although I don't think I really spent any MP. But I always found that using the Reaper VSTs sounded a little crunchy, I guess is the best way I can put it. Like, there were times when it really kicked in where you could hear the like, digital processing. And I don't know if that was because of the VST specifically or what, but... Did not really want to fight this, but... That's what you hear now. Hold on. Okay. Audio's impossible. It's fine. I'm just gonna fight some zombies and knock down Garland. You know, normal FF1 things. There we go. There's a good level for the Black Mage. Oh, actually. Wait, what? Oh, okay. We're fine. Leather cap. Who can use leather cap? We'll give it to Northrex the fighter. Of course, if you have the FFZ compressor on, using the icon correctly. About 1 damage killed it. That's great. I think the other 2 chests in here are empty, so I'm gonna skip them. This song is pretty good in this version. I didn't really like the town theme in Cornelia, but this one's not bad. King will have no choice but to exchange the kingdom for his daughter's life. Cornelia will be mine. Who's there? The king's lapdogs. Have any idea who you're messing with? Very well, I, Garland, will knock you all down. Alright, I'm sure you will, Garland. What does this guy have, like 200 HP? I think it's something like that. I do not like this song. Yeah, Sarah. Okay, I did not read that wrong. You've come to rescue me? Nice, easy peasy warp back to town. Prophecy in its entirety. When darkness veils the world, 4 warriors of light shall come. If they cannot gather the shards of light, the darkness will consume all. The 4 crystals will never shine again. Now I hear that a crystal can be found on the continent to our north. Storing light to the crystals is our only hope of ridding the world of the monsters which plague it. Okay, he makes the bridge. And I can also get the loot, right? Yeah. You obtain the loot. Wait, what? Dancing Girl? Dancing Girl in town knows stray bits of information. Has that always been the case, or is that new for this version? Suppose it doesn't really matter. Oh, do we get a scene of the bridge being rebuilt? Oh, I think this was in GBA. I've never played GBA, but I've seen speedruns of it a couple times. I see that the other day Dragon Dark did a manipulated GBA run. Which, like, I mean, I guess that's cool, but I didn't watch the run, so I don't know if it was, like, full minute from the start, or if it was a bunch of save and resets to set up manips before fight, before bosses or whatever, or what, but next level in 18. Let's get that level before we go on. 18's pretty quick. I want to get some spells anyway, so level in spells. $11. $4. This red mage sucks. Evil Ash, you're not very good. You're not a very good red mage. $38 HP. All weak level ups. Okay, welcome back. I know in GBA that's a thing, like strong versus weak level ups. I don't know if it happens every level or if it's like specific levels, but let's get Blink and Protect. Must be the same with Black Mage, because the Black Mage had some bad level ups. Oh, is there a scene on the bridge? But yeah, feel free to give me feedback on the audio stuff. So their quest began. As the four warriors of light, they felt overwhelmed by the great task destiny had placed before them. They did not even know the true significance of the four crystals they held in their hands, crystals that once long ago held a light that shone so brilliantly. The time for their journey had come. Time to cast off the veil of darkness and bring the world once more into light. More booming now. It should be warmer now, so it should have a little bit more like mid-range, low mid-range. Maybe even a little bit of low end. It's probably this. This might change the volume a little bit, but if I turn this off, that might reduce that a little bit. It could also be EQ settings, because I just turned it back on. Because I've got the I haven't really tweaked the low end roll off here. But yeah, I mean, there are a handful of settings on here that I need to tweak, but it being a little bit warmer was an intentional choice. But again, I've done pretty minimal tweaking, so I might tone it back a little bit. We'll see. Mostly, like, when I was comparing them, it kind of just sounded different. It wasn't, like, better or worse, it was just different. The warmth sounded a little bit more like the way it is right now. Sounded a little bit more, how to say, like, traditional broadcasty kind of sound. Or like more common streamer sound setups. Whereas before my settings were a little bit more, I don't want to say bright, but more about like dry clarity. I probably should have healed with the white mage, huh? Or with the red mage. Hopefully this kills this guy. It did not. Okay. I don't know. Somebody kill something. Thankfully, the white mage is being left alone. Can I take the inn here before fighting the pirates? We're gonna find out. I can. Hello, Anatola. FF1 in widescreen always feels weird. I agree. Even though, like, both the GBA and the PSP versions were widescreen, I never really played those, so... NES and PS1. I didn't play either of them as a kid, but I've played the NES version quite a bit as, like, an adult. I first played it in college, although I don't think I beat it at the time. Wonder Swan. No. Oh. White mage is dead. Yeah, it's definitely the best way to play. Everything's better on a Wonder Swan. Said no one ever. Anatola, you didn't get here in time to name a character or choose their job, so we have Efrag the Black Mage. Kapow. Actually, can I rename characters? You obtain a ship. No, it doesn't seem so. Okay. Let's revive and in. That's white magic. Where's the... Oh, it's this place. It doesn't have the thing on top. The revival place is supposed to have the weird black heart thing on top. Alright, let's get ice before I go fight ogres. How much money do I have? Enough. Temper. That's a required spell in this version. I should probably get it for the black mage also. But before I do that... How many white magic I want to get? Yeah, but not really. I know. Temper does work. Temper's a big speedrun strat in this game. In the GBA version, anyway. Hey, Callie. Spell didn't do damage, it didn't do anything. That's, like, honestly a pretty good assumption. It's tough in my head because I'm, like, confusing a little bit vanilla with, like, FF1 rando, because the rando fixes most of that stuff, so stuff like fast, like, did that work in the original? Probably. Oh boy, ambush. Did I just save? I don't think I saved. Okay, we're okay. You can cure. You can blizzard. Let's just try to go for one regular ogre first. So, the GBA version, slash PSP version, slash this version, changes the way magic works a little bit. In that, magic now scales off of intelligence, which means that early on, magic is much worse than before, but it scales better into the later game. It also means that red mages are notably worse than black mages at offensive magic. A couple of defensive ones work too, like, is it Invis? The thing that the white shirt does. I think that's Invis. I think that works in NES. Good level up for the white mage. Still awful level ups for the red mage. I got one good one though, at least. Well, I think it's already go back to the end time. I think it was Invis, yeah. Was it on the whole party? That's probably right. I know the white shirt's good in rando. Again, it's another case where, like, I'm not sure if what my head is thinking is rando or vanilla. The same encounter. I'm ambushed by this again. Okay, Cure was quick. Black Mage Blizzard was quick. Okay. One Ogre will die. Fighter getting hit is fine. That's what Northrex is here for. FF1 Rando, FF1 NES Rando, is one of the few randomizers I've played more than once. I haven't played it a lot, but I've probably done like 3 to 5 seeds of it, which is more than I can say for most randos. Wait, who just tried to flee? $40 seeds. Wow, nice. I probably tried like 10 or so, but I probably only beat like 5. And this would have been like 2019, maybe 2020. Certainly not recent. Did I look at armor? Get out of the way, dude. Oh my god. This is a DQ2 NPC right here. Does this reset them? No. Yeah, FF1 NES on my laptop, the vanilla, was something I played a lot 1 year of college in class. Buy 2 leather gloves. Buy a shield, sure. Let's buy 3 gloves, why not? Armor? Sure. Would have been like 2007, 2008. Hey, error. It does begin. It actually began 45 minutes ago. I'll buy 9 potions. I'm gonna want more of those. Oh, that's right. This version has Phoenix Downs in it. That's OP. Eye drops, Echo Grass. Uh-oh, did I in? Yes, okay. We're good. You missed the beginning of the stream where I was allowing chat to name and choose classes for characters, so I made a Black Mage Fenrag in honor of the memes. Why do people keep accepting that name? I'm not really sure. Nobody showed up to argue against it, so... really like the White Mage to go ASAP for Dio. Here we go. Donated to a museum. Library of Congress. Okay, good level up, bad level up, good level up. Alright, so it's still Evil Ash the Red Mage being terrible. My Red Mage has the lowest HP on my party. What shaved your head? In the meantime, I'm doing the opposite. I haven't had my hair cut in about a year now. It was either last May or last June when I had my hair cut last. Best hat. You have a hat. Bend reg 69 degrees. That's about what it was today here. I don't know, I'm a big fan of the White Mage Cloak. Like, part of me kind of just wants one of those White Mage Cloaks in real life. Look at how comfy that thing looks, especially in the wintertime. You have a cape. That's different than like a full like robe cloak thing. I don't really know if it's a robe or a cloak. It looks more like a cloak. Well, no, I guess it's a robe. It looked like it was folding in front, but I guess it's just like really big sleeves. The cape kind of just makes you look like you belong in a Marvel movie, though. HP hero. I have no idea what level hero normally is for the lighthouse in NES. Who watches Marvel movies? I don't know. I don't. How many even have capes? I don't know. I don't watch them. I just expect them to have capes. Alright, well, no ogres on this run, but that also didn't kill any. See ya, F-Rag. See ya, White Mage. Am I just dead? Fighters are really good. I might be able to just win this. I don't know if I should try it. Let's just run. Running away probably works. Nope. Womp womp. That's alright. Oops, that went way too far to the right. I don't even know what level I normally end up in PlayStation for the lighthouse. Do I know anything about DQ4? Sometimes I wonder. Of course, I'm joking a little bit, but... I'm serious that I have no idea, like, what level I am at various points. I know roughly what level I am for Keely. Like, I know what level I am for chapters 1 through 4. I know what level I am for Kelion. And I know what level I grind to. Kind of sums up what I know of DQ4 PlayStation for levels. Although I guess it doesn't really vary a whole lot off of those. Alright, let's be better about saving this time. Always save. I've heard it said once or twice. See, this is tough, because I'm fighting this stuff reasonably well. So I don't really want to, like, grind here forever, but at the same time, I know I'm gonna have trouble sticking through the whole marsh cave with where I'm at now. Which is where we're going next. It'd be really nice if I had more ogres, though. Ogres and grogers. Sorry. Ogres and ogre chiefs? I'm trying to figure out how to, like, work the word goose into the plural of chiefs. Like chief a goose or something. But it's not really working out. Are they from Kansas City? No, nobody likes football. These still are not grogers. Give me grogers or give me death. But don't give me death. Alright, Northrex is able to one-shot the werewolves now, so that's pretty cool. Summer box. When I streamed very briefly earlier, I had considered playing DQ2 instead of DQ3. But considering how poorly DQ3 went, DQ2 would have been a nightmare. I played DQ3 for 45 minutes and I didn't make it to Romilly. And I had, like, perfect character creation every time. People kept dying, and then I'd fail to run and more people would die. Saw 30 seconds of it. That's all you really should have seen of it. What white magic was here again? Blind Null Shock, Silence, and Invis. Let's buy Invis. These are probably not great, but I don't know. Maybe Blind is good against like Kraken or something. I don't know. Waking up and you're crashing your car. That's one way to put it. It was always something. It didn't help that I was taking, like, really low HP level 1 characters. So my mage and thief kept being at really low HP at level 1. No, I think you can. I'm just not. I don't really want to get myself stuck to find out. Oh, here we go. This is what I want. What I really, really want. But yeah, I kept taking 4 HP level 1 mages and 5 HP level 1 thieves, and so I don't know, I just kept like either somebody in the back line would get focused or I would fail the run 3 times and someone would die and I'd get a bunch of babbles and I'd get poisoned and like once I almost made it to Romilly, or I would have made it to Romilly, but it was at like 15 minutes by then, over 15 minutes, and 2 people were dead. Like, I'm not gonna keep that. How much money am I getting from this fight? 690. It's really good. Mediocre levels on everyone. How high do I want to go here? What am I now? 9? I want to at least go to 10. Maybe 11? This really is the grind forever spot in this game. Yeah, so Ash, I'm considering it. It's still all up in the air at the moment, but I need to make a decision in the next week or so. Considering trading in the GTI. I'm at the point where like it needs a bunch of routine stuff, and I've had an issue where with both my winter tires and now like less than a month after my front tire or my summer tires have gone on, my front right tire keeps like losing air slowly. And they told me when I had my summers put on that it was just a bad bead. But the fact that it's happening again on these tires makes me think I probably have damage to the rim. So it's like, do I want to spend almost $2 grand on wheels and tires, because I need tires too. And like I need a bunch of like fluids flushed and filters, things like that. I probably need brakes, if not this year, like very soon. I'm probably gonna need a battery soon because my battery is 7 years old. Like, there were a couple times in the winter it felt a little dicey. And it's just like, do I really want to deal with all this? But I spent today, not all of today obviously, but spent a bunch of time today at work calling around various dealerships looking at Civic SIs. And there were 2 dealers that had Civic SIs listed for sale. One of them was listed at $28,000. They said it was only sold with accessories and $5K over that. So it had already sold for $35K. The other one was listed at $28 and had already sold for $31 or $32. I contacted another dealer, and they, I'd asked them, like, you know, hey, do you know when you're going to be getting one? And I contacted them through their online form, and their response was, give us your phone number so we can continue assisting you. I'm like, no, answer my question. And they finally got back to me at like 5 o'clock. And we're like, oh, we've already pre-sold all of ours, so. An M2, man. The M2 is so nice. It's really nice to drive. But I'm not gonna pay that much for it. And also, winters are a thing. Winters are what a lot of it comes down to. Like, I want the BRZ/GR86, but even that in the winter is like, there are just a few too many hills around, you know? Kind of live in the Adirondacks. There are mountains and junk. I think tomorrow after work I'm gonna go look at the Hyundai Elantra N. Unfortunately, all the dealers around, and there's a light mage again, all the dealers around only have it in an automatic. But the reviews say that the 8-speed dual clutch is, like, really good. So maybe it'll be okay. I don't know. I mean, it is a Hyundai. But the reviews are pretty positive. The styling is kind of not great. The front end is pretty freaking ugly. But can you die to poison? Well, I guess I'll just use an antidote and buy more. But I'm gonna go look at one anyway, because the local dealer just has one in stock, so why not? Maybe I should revive first. Does reviving bring your MP back in this version? I don't know. Just make sure. I said I was going to get 1 or 2 more levels, and I think white mages died in every fight since I said that. The other issue with the M2, with an M2 or any BMW, I was looking for I did briefly look at the M240i's. But, the other issue with BMWs in general is that it's the same thing with my Volkswagen. There's just not a dealership in town. So unless I bring it to, you know, generic tire shop, that's the only place I can really get local work done on it. And that feels bad. FF would never be harder than DQ. Is that true? That might be true. See if defending does anything. Defending in Final Fantasy usually sucks, but I should probably just run from these Scorpion guys. They're all awful. Alright, there's a level for the White Mage, but it sucked. Yeah, let's go to 11. I promise I'll move on once everybody hits 11. But I don't know if the March Cave will work out well, so it might just end up being more grinding down somewhere else. Near Elf Town. Your Hyundai held on to its value, Countess, because your Hyundai didn't have, like, a ton of value to lose in the grand scheme of things. Like, you had a Hyundai accent. Only so low that a running, functional, reliable car can go. Only hard part is when half the engine doesn't work, like in all the original of 1 through 6. I don't know. I mean, well, I don't know anything about 6 or 2 original. I guess I don't know a whole lot about 3 original either. 5 works reasonably well. The only thing really broken is agility weapons. It's the only, like, main, like, doesn't work thing that I can think of. Which, to be fair, is big. But I wouldn't say half the engine of FF5 is broken. If a fade is not broken, but half your team has 255 accuracy. Whew. I think blindness works fine in FF12. Oh, I picked a random example. It's certainly not 1 through 6. Minus 100. So accuracy is literally just like an out of 100 stat. So if you have 255 accuracy, it's effectively 255 out of 100. Is that what you're saying? The more you know about FF8, the worse it gets. Yet, this is said by a person who has played FF8 more than any Final Fantasy except for FF5. And FF8 is one of the, like, 3 games that he actually likes. I'm skeptical of this. I feel like we're being hoodwinked. That works in most games? Could be. I don't actually know anything about the accuracy stat in any FF game. So, I'd believe that. I know you didn't say it was a good game. I just said that you're saying the more you know about it, the worse it gets, yet you keep playing more of it. That's all I'm saying. You're right. I love this game. My camera will focus. I love this game. But I don't think the more you know about it, the worse it gets. It was Aiden Chronicles that I held up. For anyone who's not paying close attention. I love Aiden Chronicles. It's so great. And it's objectively bad. People slow down to stare as they drive by. Man, I can't argue with that. But people don't, like, intentionally get into car accidents just so people can stare. You know? Like, there's a difference between watching a car accident and being a car accident. Really desperate for attention. That's true. All right. Hot take time. What Cowie is saying now about Final Fantasy VIII, I'm going to say applies to all of the PlayStation 1 Final Fantasy games. Ambushed by tarantulas. Oh, more poison. I liked FF7 more than I liked FF9. Well, I don't know. Here's the thing. FF7 and FF9... I've never played 8, so I really shouldn't comment on it. I've watched Cowie play it once, but... FF7 and FF9 both have, like, good things about them. But... I don't necessarily love the sum of the results. I liked 7 more than I liked 9, overall. But... I'm not gonna fight this. Like, in 7, I thought the materia system was neat. I thought it maybe overemphasized grinding a little bit. But I thought the idea that, like, you can make different characters have a little bit more, like, well-rounded abilities or whatever, like, I don't know. I think there was some neat stuff with the materia system. Even though I thought it just overall ended up being too grindy. I also think the biggest issue with FF7 was like around the midpoint of the game, it starts to get really heavy on the like, I don't know, like the mini game kind of stuff, or even, I don't even mean mini game, but like in the ice area, you're like, there's like a mini game kind of thing where you climb up, and like there's the whole Shinra drill sergeant stuff, and like there's a lot of that kind of stuff in FF7, which I think kind of drags it down. Also in the second half of FF7, the translation absolutely falls apart, which I think is the biggest issue. FF9, on the other hand... sorry, back to 7 for a second. I also think that, like, FF7's combat system was, like, in general, just kind of, like, fine, right? I have a real problem with a lot of the ATB-based FF games. This doesn't apply to 12 or 13. Maybe a little to 12. But in general, everyone's 11. Yeah, we're moving on. In general, I don't like the way that, like, ATB interacts with animation length in FF games. So, like, a character will fill up their ATB, everyone else will be at, like, no ATB, they'll cast one generic spell, and suddenly everybody on the field has full ATB. Now you have kind of no idea what order, like, things are gonna happen in, and, like, I don't know, it just throws turn order, like, completely to the wind almost. At least that's how it feels. So, that's my biggest issue with the PS1 Final Fantasy games. Now, within that, FF7s, I think, are, like, most reasonable. Obviously, there are some exceptions, right? Final Sephiroth's big attack is, like, 1,000,000 years long, and Knights of the Round is, like, 1,000,000 years long, and, like, not saying that FF7 is all, like, short animations by any means. But 8 and 9 kind of double down on the long animation length, and kind of just throw just this weird wrench into the ATB system. I think 9 has really good characters, but 9 also really just, like, you never have the party, right? Like, 9 is just a constant party split up. The whole game is just splitting up the party in new ways. And there are, like, very brief instances where you have the party together, and you can kind of choose what you want to do. I also should caveat, I think the core party of 9 is really good. I think Steiner, Vivi, Zidane, Garnet, like, they're great. Then you have, like, Quina and I don't even remember. I don't remember characters' names. What's the grouchy, moody person? Aiko, Freya, yeah, they're whatever. The The grouchy guy who doesn't like anything, that for some reason joins your party. It's like the last person you get. Amaranth, yeah. Why is he in the game? Like, why does he exist? I don't know. I don't like Ico. Freya's fine. I'm actually a little worried about some of these Sagan fights. It's kind of a lot. I need like an AoE. I can't. No. I see the same question all game. I also don't really love the dungeons in Final Fantasy IX. They're just very obtuse for no reason in a lot of cases, like the one where you're like going around on like the bug thing through the tunnels and like the tree, and I don't know, there's just about a bunch of dungeons in Final Fantasy IX that just like kind of suck. I don't think Final Fantasy IX is, like, awful or anything, but I don't know. PS1 Final Fantasies are just not for me, and that's fine, right? Like, not every game has to be for me, but with the amount of love that 7 and 9 get, I just don't. I don't know. That's why it's my hot take. I am not going the right way. Must have gone too far west. Trash talking FF. I'm not trying to trash talk, but I'm kind of trash talking. But see, I'm specifically trash talking the PlayStation Final Fantasy games. If you want to talk to me about Final Fantasy 12 or Final Fantasy 13, I will rave about those, or Final Fantasy 5. I will rave about those all day. Those games are all amazing. Every time you stream Final Fantasy, that's probably true, yeah. Cowie, are we gonna do a bad idea 4-job fiesta this year? Yeah, I mean 4 and 5 are both fine from an ATB standpoint. It's really the PlayStation 1 games where it gets bad, right? Like, where it got to the point where they said that, like, you know, oh, we have to take advantage of these, you know, the graphical abilities of these games. And the consoles could kind of barely support it. Will it take 20 hours? I mean, probably, but we don't have to do it in one sitting. I'll take Thundara. I mean, I'll probably get Fyra also, maybe something else, but let's get at least one of those. Fiesta swap charities, really? What is it now? Where's White Magic here? There's 2 White Magic shops, but this is level 5 black, right? Yeah. Planned Parenthood, really? That's not really a charity, per se. Maybe they've got, like, a foundation. Well, the decision's not actually public yet, but... And also, like... I know that there have been some... cases where, like... Planned Parenthood type organizations have said that they will support people from out of state. Like, if you're in a state where it gets made illegal, they'll support people from out of state to make sure that they can get services or whatever. But I guess still, like, a little bit of a weird choice for the 4-job Fiesta, but... go towards rallying. That's also probably definitely possible. I don't know. I mean, if it's like... if they have, like, an actual charity foundation, you can probably look up the charity itself and find out what their money is going towards. But if it's just going to them as, like, an organization as a whole, then I'm not sure. Might have to just kind of, like, trust in the organization, which I don't really know much about Planned Parenthood, so I can't really comment on. Regardless, you don't need to donate to do a bad idea race. Nice level up for Northrex. Not so nice for Fenrag. Maybe that's what I should do. That's what I should do. I should go back and buy potions before I go anywhere. I want to want potions before going through this dungeon. I have some, but... I mean, Frag has 35 more HP than Ash. So... sounds like Fenrag is better than Evil Ash to me. Let's take an inn again. And then item shop. $27, $35. $35 is probably... let's buy some more antidotes too. Because stuff in here can poison. Okay, I'm actually going to use the bathroom real quick. And then we'll go to the Marsh Cave, or try to go to the Marsh Cave. FF2 is the only one you played but never beat? Yeah. FF2 and FF15 for me. I've never played 6 and I've never played 8. But I streamed FF2 once. What, like a year ago? 6 months ago at least? And never beat it. And then I played FF15 for like, I don't know, maybe 10 hours or so when it came out. Did beat FF3. Which version of FF3 did you play? I loved FF3 when I played it the first time, which was on DS. But when I played the Pixel Remaster a few months ago, it wasn't as good as I remembered. You played DS? Okay. Where are my potions? Heal 50. Oh, you played the Famicom translation? I've played a little bit of Famicom, not translated, just straight Famicom. But I didn't get very far, maybe 2 crystals in or something. Obviously it was after I'd played DS, so I kind of knew generally what was happening. It wasn't like I did it completely blind with no idea what any of the J meant, but... anyway, my plan here... So I'm playing FF1 now, right? My general plan is to do FF1 through 6. All in the Pixel Remasters. I bought them, I might as well play them, you know? So... it's gonna be over... a couple months. I'm gonna binge these, because I'm still gonna be... at least the next week or two, going to be working on DQ3 to see if I feel like grinding that. But yeah, my plan is to play through all the Pixel Remasters on stream. On stream, I've done 7, 10, and 10-2. So... I don't know, I feel like at some point I should probably consider just doing all of the... or almost all of the Final Fantasy games on stream. I haven't seen any of 4 through 6. I think I watched Callie play 5, but I have not seen 4. And the only thing I know about 6 is that there's no intro. But Callie, I already bought them. So what's cheaper doesn't actually matter. Also, I haven't beaten FF4. I got to Zero Miss and quit. Right, so, like, if there's one I want to beat, that's kind of one that I want to beat, unfortunately. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, we call that the DQ SSC power play. Oh, man. Zero Miss is a fun fight. So... when I played FF4, it was on the 3DS version. And, which apparently is more akin to, like, the SFC version of FF4, which was harder than the NES or SNES Western release. But I don't know what balance is like. The only thing I know is that the final dungeon sucked. Like, the only thing I remember is repeatedly dying to crystal dragons, just trying to walk through the dungeon. And then getting to Zero Miss, and then just getting one-shot by Big Bang. That's a lot of what I remember. I was actually just talking to Callie about this yesterday, I don't know. But the extent of what I remember about FF4 is like, I remember the telemedio thing, I remember the twins being turned to stone, and I remember crystal dragons on the moon killing me, and then Zero Miss one-shotting me. I also kind of remember something about like dwarves and Excalibur or some sword or something. I remember like classic FF airship junk where there were like a bunch of airships and different tiers, and there was like an underground area with dwarves that, I don't know, made Excalibur for adamant or something. I'm kind of confusing it with other FF games, but it's probably something like that. Might be that FF6 was your first. What was my first Final Fantasy? My first Final Fantasy was probably FF12. I didn't beat it at the time, but it was the first one I played. And then I played FF1 NES on emulator. Those are probably my first two Final Fantasy games. Alright, here we go. Do I do this without the Black Mage? Eh, we got a Phoenix down. Let's just use it. But my first Final Fantasy was when I bought DQ8 for the Final Fantasy XII demo disc. And it turns out both DQ8 and Final Fantasy XII are both awesome. Now there's an interesting question to me. Which would I rather play? Would I rather play DQ8 PS2 or FF12 PS2? As much as I like FF12, the Zodiac Age does absolute wonders for that game. And the original is fine, but I think I'd rather play DQ8 than play FF12 PS2. But I think I'd rather play FF12 Zodiac Age over DQ8. DQ8 PS2 was one of the first times you really fell in love with a game. The first time I played DQ8 PS2, it was the same thing I do with a lot of games in general, but especially RPGs. I got like halfway through it. I got to somewhere around the Charmless section, whatever that place was called. Argonia, that's it. I kept wanting to say Dragonia, and I'm like, that's not right. Yeah, Argonia. Maybe I got through like the Argon Lizard or something like that. And then I stopped playing. And it was years before I went back and actually like played through the whole thing. But I wasn't an RPG boy growing up. I didn't get into RPGs until I was out of college, like into my 20s, was when I started really getting into RPGs. I played Pokemon as a kid. I played Aiden Chronicles. I played Tales of Symphonia. Those, like, might be the only RPGs I played before, like, DQ8 era. I'm probably forgetting something. I don't know. I guess PS2 era in general has a few. Like I played Star Ocean 3 I loved. Although I never beat that either. Best friend was a huge D&D nerd. Introduced you to Baldur's Gate. Yeah, my dad used to play Baldur's Gate. I got into D&D around when, like, Neverwinter Nights came out. Maybe a little before that. I started playing D&D when I was in Boy Scouts. Around 2000, when I went to the National Jamboree. A couple other Boy Scouts taught me how to play. Need to play Star Ocean 2 and 3 maybe. Yeah, Star Ocean 2 is definitely on my list to play. I tried it once years ago on emulator and it didn't really click with me, but it also emulated poorly and crashed a lot, and I think that was kind of my issue, part of my issue with it. So I want to give Star Ocean 2 another shot. Star Ocean 3, I've never beaten. I remember really liking it, but it definitely has some jank to it. I really like Star Ocean 4. Which I know is like maybe a hot take, because I think a lot of people don't like that as much. But I like Star Ocean 4 a lot. I think it was really good. I also want to finish Star Ocean 1. I've never finished that either. 4 is the only one I've actually beaten. But, yeah, to what Antola said about, like, growing up was, so me getting into video games, so I've told this story before, but I'm going to tell it again. When I grew up, I lived with my grandparents until I was 7, and, my grandma loved, platformers, so it was NES era. Hey, 11 Raiders from Clean Cut Casual have joined. Thank you very much for the raid. Hello, hello, everybody. Nice comfy night here playing some Final Fantasy 1. I've played FF1 before, but I've never played the Pixel Remaster, so that's what I'm doing today. Starting this. So what I'm saying is I started playing video games living with my grandparents because my grandma played platformers on the NES, Mario and that sort of thing. And she kind of just extended that, right? So like I played Mario on Super Nintendo and, you know, Super Mario World 2. That kind of moved on to like 3D stuff with Banjo-Kazooie and Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon and those sorts of games. Ratchet and Clank and Jak and Daxter eventually. So platformers are kind of like what I grew up on because I just played like the stuff that my grandma liked. Playing through the original FF1, that's cool. I'm a big fan of FF1 NES. It's kind of jank, and you can argue it hasn't aged well, but I love FF1 NES. It's really good. So yeah, hope you're enjoying. How far are you? I'm not like an expert at FF1, but I'd probably recognize wherever you are. I said I wanted Fyra, right? Let's get that for you. Let's also get Thundara for the Red Mage. It's probably a mistake. Finished Dragon Warrior NES before that. Started FF1. It's funny. So I understand why you did it in that order. But it's funny because Dragon Warrior 2 and I think also Dragon Warrior 3 were all still before FF1 came out originally. Maybe just DW2. Maybe FF1 was before 3. I don't remember exactly the order, but there were definitely multiple Dragon Warrior games before FF1. 3 came out 1 month after FF1, okay. But, yeah, FF1 was, FF1 is much better than Dragon Warrior 1 in my opinion. I'm a big DQ fan. I speedrun a lot of Dragon Quest games, I play a lot of them casually. But, FF1 is definitely better than DW1. It's an interesting question as to whether I'd say whether or not FF1 is better than DW2 or not. I'll refrain from giving an opinion on that one anyway. But yeah, it's fun to play the classics. So this Pixel Remaster version is based on the... It's more based on like the GBA and PSP remakes of Final Fantasy 1, but stuff like how the magic, I want to say MP, but like the spell casting system works is a little bit reminiscent of the NES version. So it's kind of interesting. 80 hours deep in DQ11. Nice. DQ11 is great. DQ11 is definitely one of the games I'd recommend to somebody trying to get into the DQ series. $11 if people like modern stuff. 8 is also pretty similar to 11. 5 is like my go-to DQ recommendation. Because I think it's got the best story of all the DQ games. Actually, like the WonderSwan color version is MP charges. But what about like the stat system? Like the stat system in this feels very similar to GBA with like the strong level ups or not strong level ups and that sort of thing. I don't know anything about the Wonder Swan version, so I'm actually gonna bail and save real quick before I come in here. Because I think I saved, but let's just make sure. I think it's the same. Okay. I am Astos, king of the Dark Elves. You sure are, buddy. Slow. Okay. That's fine. We didn't get rubbed on turn 1. Slow isn't great, but PS1, I think it used charges, but I'm not confident in that. That really hurts. The damage from the Black Mage. The slow is really killing my DPS on my fighter. Ooh, another Fyra. He might just be dead. We got him. Ooh! Good job, Northrex. All that XP to one character. Nice outspeed. I'm gonna save in a separate save slot. Yeah, alright, thanks a lot. Yeah. I will definitely be streaming. I definitely stream a lot of RPGs. I do a lot of speedruns, so you know, if you don't want to be spoiled on stuff, just keep that in mind. But I definitely do play a lot of old school type RPGs, so feel free to check those out. And thanks again for the raid. Dragonith dropped Cloaks of Evasion. Did I know that? I don't know if I knew that. Does this revive people in this version? I'm gonna find out. Probably not. Nope. Okay. Let's see if we can survive back to town. It's the fighter, so probably will. Although, that did not really heal a lot. Yeah, expel for sure. Alright, let's revive everyone here. Even 1 in 32 is pretty rare. More likely than 1 in 2. Oh, I didn't actually check this. Here lies Link. That's what this version gives you for this, is Link. No Erdrick today. Well, I definitely need Kira on heal. I don't know if I actually need heal. But we're gonna buy it. I need money. That's what I need. I need money for spells. Oh, speaking of money. Shoutouts to money. How about Radiho? The only Cloak of Evasion enemy I ever think of is DQ3, where the Hunter Flies can drop Cloak of Evasion, but that's also pretty rare. PS1 Easy had charges, but wasn't capped at 9. Ah. I'm curious what this will be. Will this be capped at 9 or not? So my second hot take of the night. I was talking with Callie about this the last couple days also. We were talking about Tonic's VGM top 50 thing. I spent a couple hours last night trying to come up with any kind of top 50. And all I really came up with was that outside of the context of games, VGM still does nothing for me. Most of the time. Like 90% of the time. Famicom, WonderSwan, PS1, GBA, PSP, Pixel. Interesting. Pixel is definitely not based on the most recent versions. No lore, no music. So, I like video game music while I'm playing the game. Like right now, this combat tune is cool. If you asked me yesterday, what does the Final Fantasy I combat music sound like? I wouldn't have been able to hum it for you. But while playing it, this sounds cool. And like, I kind of came to the conclusion that if I came up with like a top 50 VGM soundtrack, it'd probably be like 5 games. Like, I'd put the Nier soundtrack as like 10 of them. I'd probably put like, I don't know, Persona 5, Persona 4, Final Fantasy 13. Like, those would probably make up another 20 of them. You ranked according to how you feel about it while playing the game. That's the thing, though, is that, like, without replaying the game, I don't know that I could rate them. Like, by memory? Let's take Chrono Cross, for example, right? I remember that Chrono Cross has great music. I remember enjoying the music when I played Chrono Cross. I flipped through, like, half of the Chrono Cross OST yesterday, and there was like 1 or 2 songs that I'm like, yeah, maybe I like this. But when I played the game, it was great. But when I'm not playing it, it's just like, it's whatever. I like all of the OSTs that I came up with that like I actually liked and would actually listen to outside of the game were all OSTs that had vocals somewhat prominently mixed in. Nier, FF13 had some, Persona 4, Persona 5, Tokyo Mirage Sessions, there were probably some others, but like those like 5 games are the ones that really came to mind. And it's not that I don't like other video game music. Although I will say this Pixel Remaster soundtrack like kind of sucks. I haven't really liked most of the mixes in this version. Sometimes you wake up with a random game song stuck in your head. Sometimes I wake up with like an actual song stuck in my head. Like like yesterday and today. Because I've mentioned it like in streams a couple of times. Of all things, for some reason I had Honky Tonk Badonkadonk stuck in my head the last couple days by Trace Adkins. Don't know why, just random country music. I don't know the last time I listened to the song. Well, I listened to it today because it was stuck in my head, but before today, I don't know. Could be 5 years since I've heard it. Orchestral mixes of older games, OSTs, yeah. That is another thing, like, unless there's like a vocal track or something like that, it's not really how I want to say it. For most video game music, I just prefer, MIDI. I feel like I'm also not a classical music person, right? Like that's probably a big part of why video game music I'm fairly indifferent to. I'm not big on instrumental music. I find it very difficult to keep my attention focused on instrumental music. And while playing a game in particular, I think orchestral music has like too much dynamics to it. I think like the punchiness of a MIDI soundtrack fits so much better with like combining the visuals of a game and like thinking about what you're doing in the game and listening to the music. Isn't a voice just an instrument? Yes. Again, I've said it before, like, I don't care. There are some songs, some video game songs I like the lyrics to. In general, I don't care what the lyrics are. It's like the timbre of the voice and how it fits into the melody that I like about vocals. Nier soundtrack is the go-to example, right? It's not in English, but like it's an excellent vocal performance, and like the timbre of the vocals adds so much to the sound. There are a couple of exceptions, like Persona 5. One of my favorite songs, maybe my favorite song in Persona 5, is Behind the Mask, Rain, which has vocals in it. And I love the lyrics in that song. And the vocal performance is phenomenal. It's so, so great. But again, it's like, it's the exception. And musically, it's like a pretty simple song. But when you throw in the vocals and the lyrics, it just, like, becomes something more. I'm glad you appreciate that song, Anatola. Nier only made number 10. Well, and it was only games you've beaten, right? So it was Nier Automata that made number 10, not even original Nier. I think Kaine's Salvation would have made my top 5. Automata music is really good too. You're right, but... and FF4. Let's go to the castle. Turn in the stuff from Astos here. Oh, wait. What did I get from Astos then? What does he give you? I never equipped that armlet. Wait, what did I get from Astos? You give him the crown and he gives you... Is it the eye? Did he give you the crystal ball to bring to, what's her name? Oh. We'll go up there. Counter check is before the heal. Sure is. I was even looking through DQ soundtracks. And like DQ5 is another good example. Where like when I'm playing DQ5, I think DQ5 is like the best music. When I just listen to the DQ5 soundtrack, I'm kind of bored. When I listen to it while I'm not playing the game. There were a few DQ9 songs, or a few DQ songs in general. A couple DQ9 songs. Maybe like Buccaneer. What are these guys? MM2? MM2 owns. But like, my opinions on MM2 music are pretty boring. Like, give me the Wily 1 theme. Like, I feel like it's overrated, but it's still my favorite. Metal Man's got a great theme. Heatman's got a pretty great theme. Like, I don't know. Mega Man 2 music owns, but I've speedrun Mega Man 2, so like it's probably also the Mega Man that I know the best. But like Wily 1 and Metal Man are probably the two that most come to mind. Couldn't name any stages that any Mega Man music comes from. I feel like you'd recognize at least the Mega Man 2 Wily 1 theme. Well, it also plays in Wily 2, I think. But I feel like you'd recognize that one, because I feel like everybody knows that one. Never finished Octopath because leaving the Chapter 2 battle music. I think I got as far as getting all the characters in Octopath and then quit. Couldn't tell you it's from Mega Man 2 Wily 1. Really? I don't know. I feel like that's... that one in particular. I believe you, though. Chapter 2 battle was your favorite theme until you played FF13? That's cool. Oh, there was a... I thought there was a dock here. My red mage still easily has the lowest HP on my team. What's this girl's name? Troika? I don't know. Matoya. That was close. My eye. Ouch. I can't see a blasted thing without my crystal eye. I'm not gonna do error style voices on everything. Sorry. You obtained Jolt Tonic. Yeah, my issue with Octopath wasn't even like the unifying goal, as it was like the balance of the game was so janky. Like, unless you did everything for every character, like all in a row, like the gaps, the difficulty jumps were like so extreme. I don't know, like it just kind of felt like you gotta just complete everything. My best vice? No thank you. How about I sing Honky Tonk Badonkadonk instead? No one wants to hear that, so... Purple Mario isn't here. Thankfully. He'd call my bluff. Say bluff, I mean I know the words to Honky Tonk Badonkadonk. It's not that much of a bluff. Yeah, Error, I'm glad that you're enjoying playing Nier. Also, like... you're obligated, whether you know it or not, you're obligated to do all endings. Forest made you start to regret your decision to voice everything. Yeah, I went back and I checked my my VOD to see what I did when playing Nier, and I started off reading. I wasn't like voicing everything like in character, but I started off reading everything in the forest. Because when words aren't read aloud in games, like, I often like to read them to stream, just in like kind of a standard reading voice. I started off that in the forest, and then I got, I don't remember, not very far in before I decided to, I wasn't gonna do that anymore. I also think like I had food, like I made some pizza rolls or something, and I just decided to eat instead of read all of that. You commit. I respect it. There are some times I wish you didn't commit so much, but I respect it. Your Vice was really good this last stream, though. I'll give you that one. Yona, Popola. I'll question those. Devila, like the female characters. But, I'll give you your Grimoire Vice. Blizzara, Haste. Let's give Haste to the Red Mage and Blizzara to the Black Mage. Whiny dude with the G name. Gideon? From the Junk Heap? Not to be confused with Gideon the Ninth. Random quest guy who sounds an awful lot like Cleveland from Family Guy. Alright, we got the key. Want to hear Era's Gideon the Ninth? Anatoly, when you read that, did you read it or did you audiobook that one too? I'm curious what the voice acting for that sounded like. If it was any good. Because I've only read it in text. I have the audiobook for book 1. I'm not really an audiobook fan, but like, that's a book I'd consider listening to. How many like voice actors were there? Like, did all of the people have separate VAs, or was it like one for the male characters, one for the females, or just one very, very good one? Okay. That's cool then. Running back up to Astra's castle here to check out what's in the chest. I know I need to go to the Corneria to get the explosive stuff. We're gonna go see what was up here first. I'm definitely gonna have to reread both Gideon and Harrow before Electo comes out, which I think is in fall. Monsters? I don't want monsters. Yeah, it was originally supposed to be a trilogy, but then she added a fourth book. I don't really remember much of Arrow, because, like, it was not what I was expecting. And I know we've talked about that before. Tiara. Bet it makes more sense in the second reading. I could believe that. I've read Gideon like 3 times. It's a really easy read after the first time. So, like, I've got no issues rereading any of that. How far are you into Ruin of Kings? Curiosity. Power Staff. About halfway? Cool. Still enjoying it? Hopefully. It's real good? Cool. Glad you like it. You're like the only person that I've talked to that has read any, like, modern fantasy. I don't mean modern fantasy. Recently written fantasy that's not Brandon Sanderson. So it's always cool to chat about that stuff. Not that I, like, read all the time and, like, not that I'm tearing through a book a week or anything like that anymore. I can if I want to, but I try to, mix in some older stuff that people recommend and also read a handful of newer things. Alright, so need to go up and get the explosives. My HP still feels so low. Why did I not just play with 4 fighters? Princess? How do I even say that? Florinda and the 40 Flight Tower? I did not. I did see that there was like that she'd written like a Block Tomb novella or some kind of like in-between thing, and I don't think I read that either. But I definitely have not read or heard of the one you just mentioned. Let me actually pull that up real quick. Have you read it? Is it good? Thundara, these guys. It's weird and awesome. Cool. I've now bought it on Kindle. I will put it on my list. I'm currently reading Hyperion, which Shadow Killer recommended. But maybe I will read that next. Dragon Riders always triple run fails. Dragon Riders are a good one to, like, just fight. Beowulf's Shield is, like, somewhat effective on them. And Christo's Defeat is equally somewhat effective on them. This is not... Yeah, it's a little bit contextual. Like, I always used to do late Z armor, so I do the Z armor after the Babel grind. And if I were going for Z armor and ran Dragon Riders, I would run from them. But going towards Esther, I don't know. I kind of went back and forth as to what I preferred. I don't think I came up with one, like, strong preference in the little bit that I played. In the remake, I definitely just run, but in NES, I don't know, it's all kind of valid. Springers of DQ4. Why am I having so much trouble finding Corneria? What is the name of this dumb place? Oh, it's to the east, that's why. Corneria. I don't know if I'm getting confused because of, like, Japanese, English naming stuff, or I'm getting confused because of Star Fox or early Z armor. The first time I did the really early Z armor was in that international race, and it was awesome. It was really nice having it. Cornelia in this version, is it? Yeah. See? In NES, it's Corneria. Yeah. Sure. I don't know what's in, like, these random rooms down here. It's people. Oh, is that on the second floor? It must be. That I forgot. No. That's it. It's up there. Did I just walk past it? It's so weird, like, running in this version feels like it's not a smooth frame rate. It's like fast, slow, fast, slow. Saber, mithril knife, cottage. Tent. TNT. Sorry. Nitro powder. Trinitrotoluene. Let's see what we got for equipment. Do I remember where to even take that? Off the top of my head, not really. But I think this is also, like, a reasonably decent time to call it a night. It's almost 12:30. It's getting kind of late. What do they do to red mages in this? I know in, like, GBA... The GBA run uses 2 red mages. I think. It used to, anyway. And I know, like, there was a concept of a strong level up where they got high HP. And I don't know if it was every level or if it was only, like, every 3rd or 4th level or something like that, where they had a chance of getting one. But I know their HP was, like, really variable based on how many strong level ups they got. I remember watching, like, Jair's Limit Break run of... I think it was FF1 GBA that I'm thinking of. And, like, he had 2 red mages and they were just, like, 100 HP apart. That's right when I called it every possible version. Yeah. It's a town. White, black. I am definitely thinking red mage. That run might have also used a white mage, but I remember it using red mages with temper. It might have been like fighter white, red, red, or something like that, with temper stacks from the reds. One might have been like a sacrificial Dan type character. Whichever one was lowest. Didn't get the ribbon. Not entirely sure. But I remember strong level ups on red mage being just like a general thing. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stop here for tonight. I know I didn't get like super far, but I don't know. I started pretty late, so it's enough for one night. Tomorrow, if I'm like awake when I get home from work, I might either play more DQ3, or if I'm not awake and take a nap, maybe I'll play more of this in the evening. We'll see. I'm not super sold on anything tomorrow night. Saturday I've got like tentative plans in the early afternoon, so I probably won't stream on Saturday. Sunday, I don't know. Sunday probably only if it's like early. So I'm probably going to try to stream something tomorrow night, even if it's just a few hours of this, but kind of TBD. Might go look at cars after work, so it kind of depends on how that goes too. Let's see. Anybody streaming? Yasan, DQ5 RTA. Electra's doing some music stuff. Anybody streaming FF1? How do I even find games on Twitch? I feel like I'm obligated to host somebody playing FF1 since I got rated by somebody playing FF1. Why are you only showing me other Final Fantasy games? All categories. Final Fantasy. Something about random, something about revisit. First playthrough. Here's a random person playing FF1 for the first time. No idea who they are. No idea what version they're playing. Not this one. Might be PS1, I'm not sure. But I'll host them. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.